Yippee-ki-yi-yo, get along, little dogies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home.
Life on the Red Horse Ranch. Now to Red Horse Ranch. Against the wishes of Sam Carter, Alabam and Tenderfoot have ridden into Danville, leaving the rest of the boys to guard the Red Horse herd. Only Alabam and Tenderfoot know that Alabam expects to find a letter awaiting him in the Danville post office which concerns the identity of Steve Bradford, who is still trying to buy the Red Horse Ranch. But first, let's join the boys back at the ranch.
Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. From going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, I went down south for to see myself sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. My Sally am a spunky gal, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. From going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, Miss Sal, she am a maiden fair, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. With curly eyes and laughing hair, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, I came to a river and I couldn't get across, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. So I jumped on a skeeter and I thought he was a horse, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, a grasshopper sitting on a railroad track, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Up picking his teeth with a carpet tack, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, I went to bed, but it wasn't no use, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. My feet stuck out for a chicken roost, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day.
Say, Alabama always sang a verse in that song, didn't he?
Yeah. Say, he sure was set on riding into Danville, wasn't he? He even had to take Tenderfoot along.
Oh, he sure got me to wondering what's on his mind. Had some special reason for going to town. I wouldn't be surprised to know Bradford had something to do with it.
Bradford ain't worth the trouble. Come on, let's try another tune. Make it Red River Valley.
All right.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that brightens our pathway a while. Won't you think of the valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely, how sad is
it will be. Oh, think of the fond heart you're breaking, and the grief you are causing me to see. As you go to your home by the ocean, may you never forget those sweet hours that we spent in the Red River Valley, and the love we exchanged mid the flowers. There never could be such a longing in the heart of a pure maiden's breast that dwells in the heart you are breaking, as I wait in my home in the West. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the girl that has loved you so true. Now, let's try one more and then go out and relieve Tex and the boys on night guard.
Yeah, we might as well. Dad Carter's set on us looking after that herd, even when the sheriff's trying to serve an attachment on it.
Yeah, Carter thinks that's the honorable thing to do. That's the reason he wanted Alabam to stay at the ranch tonight.
Say, you boys remember Cheyenne?
Who, me?
No, I mean the song. Here's the way it goes. Cheyenne, Cheyenne, hop on my pony. There's room here for two, dear, but after the ceremony we'll both ride back home, dear, as one on my pony from old Cheyenne.
Yes, sir.
Cheyenne, Cheyenne, hop on my pony. There's room here for two, dear. Say, wait a minute. You boys hear what I do?
I'd know that sound anywhere. That's a herd of cattle on the run.
There's only one herd near this ranch, and that's Carter's red horse herd. Let's go.
Grab your shooting irons. There's plenty of trouble.
Come on, Arizona. We've got to get down to the herd.
Cattle thieves again, or I'm a long-legged jackrabbit.
Out by the hole, boys. Get your horses and go after 'em. Come on.
Tenderfoot, I was sure this letter'd be waiting for me when we got to Danville. It's from the sheriff of El Paso.
About Bradford?
Yeah, I just glanced at it back at the post office, and believe me, that El Paso sheriff had plenty to say about Bradford.
Say, when Carter sees that letter, I'll bet he'll be ready to wait a little before he makes a deal with Bradford for the Red Horse Ranch.
It's just what I wanted, but we'd better be getting back to the ranch. It's getting late. Come on, Red.
Let's go.
We'll just saunter up through town and hit the trail home.
Suppose everything's all right back at the ranch?
Oh, sure it is. I guess the boys are still wondering what I had in mind when I came to town. I didn't want to say anything to Dad Carter till I was sure of what I was doing.
Say, there seems to be quite a crowd up there around the saloon, doesn't there?
It always is, Tenderfoot.
Alabam.
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Don't you recognize that fella over there walking toward the saloon?
Well, just which one do you mean, Tenderfoot?
That tall fella there with the black shirt.
By golly, of course I know him. That's Steve Bradford.
What do you suppose he'd do if he knew you had that letter about him, Alabam?
There's no telling about that, Tenderfoot. You know, I'd like to talk to him for a minute or two.
He's joining some of the other fellows there in front of the saloon. Suppose you ought to risk talking to him here?
Well, I might be able to make him see the light.
Yes, but...
I'll tell you, Tenderfoot, it wouldn't be so good for you to come along with me. You ride out up the trail.
Well, but if there's any trouble, wouldn't it be better for me to stay with you, Alabam?
No, I figure it'd be better for me to work this out alone. I'll only talk to him a minute. You ride on ahead. Whoa, Red.
Oh, but listen, something tells me Bradford's not alone. You'll remember the last time you met up with Bradford.
Oh, there's no danger of that here, Tenderfoot. I figure I'm a match for Bradford. Now, run along, pal, and tell the boys I'll be home pretty quick.
Well, be careful.
All right.
Let's go, Pino.
Stand still, Red. I'll just drop your reins, and I'll have to trust you to stand out here for me.
Well, if it isn't my old friend Alabam. Well, how'd you get the nerve to set foot off the Red Horse Ranch?
Evening, Bradford.
Oh, say, boys, come here. I want you to meet the foreman of the Red Horse outfit. He's an old friend of mine. Uh-oh, now be careful, boys. Don't shove Alabam too hard there. He gets dizzy. Falls over easy, huh? You know, he can't even sit straddle of a horse most of the time.
No, I guess you're right, Bradford. Especially after being slugged with a pistol butt from the back.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Alabam. But we're good friends. Both like the same things. Fine horses, fine ranches, pretty girls, huh? Say, come on in and have a drink with me and the boys.
No, thanks, but I would like to talk to you for a minute, alone.
Well, I don't know why we couldn't arrange that. Come on inside the saloon, boys. We'll go to one of the back rooms.
Anywhere you say, Bradford. You can lead the way. I always let friends of mine go first.
Sure, come on.
You say you're foreman of the Red Horse outfit, huh, Alabam?
I reckon that's right, stranger.
I've heard of your horse. Must be a beauty.
Yeah, Red's the finest horse on this or any range. I left him standing outside.
What you say his name was? Red, huh?
Yeah.
Sure you won't have a drink, Alabam?
No, thanks, Bradford. You can do your drinking after I get through talking to you.
Oh, sure, anything you say. Come on, Hank.
I said alone.
Oh, well, certainly. See you later, Hank. Just outside the door here.
I get you, boss.
Sit down, Bradford. We may be here a little while.
All right. In just a minute, Alabam.
Yeah?
Just to show what good friends we are, it might not hurt for us to lay our guns here on the table where they won't go off so easy, huh?
All right. Here's mine. Out where you can see it. I seldom use it anyhow. And now, Bradford, I was wondering if you'd like to tell me how all the folks are back in El Paso.
El Paso? Oh. Still prying around, aren't you?
Just as much as I think it necessary. You know, it seems funny to me that Dad Carter's had so much trouble since he refused to sell you his Red Horse Ranch.
What are you driving at, Alabam?
Bradford, I'm giving you a chance to lay your cards on the table here and now. What's your game?
I think you know enough to keep your hands out of my affairs.
It could get too hot for you around here, you know. Sheriff Crawford seems to think the weather got pretty warm for you down around El Paso.
Yeah?
And it happens that I have a little information from him that might send you packing out of this country pronto. You see what I mean now?
Why, you try to...
Keep your hands away from that gun,
I'll
Bradford.
show you. Oh!
Now get back there. Leave your gun on the floor. Next time, I'll do more than shoot your gun out of your hand.
Pretty good shot, aren't you?
Now, will you listen to reason? Or I'll stay between you and the door, Bradford. Keep where you are. Why, no, you don't.
Let him have it, Hank. Oh, good work, Hank. Now go through his pockets, quick. Get that letter.
Here it is, boss. From El Paso.
That's the one. Good. Now, let's get out of here.
More trouble for Alabam and the Red Horse Ranch. While rustlers ride up in the night at the ranch, Alabam lies unconscious in the back of the Danville saloon. Don't miss the next episode of Red Horse Ranch.